All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, so I just made a few passes on the tractor over there, and some folks, locally, been asking me, what you growing? What you growing? I got the stuff I've been growing for a long time, like perennials type stuff. But I haven't been doing any annuals here lately because I've been working on the crib. And one of the hardest things I ever did, really, really and truly. But it's rewarding, you know. Let me get into the meat of this video. So this fence here, let's see if you can see it. There you go. That's the fence. All right, that goes back. And so I want to cut all of this you see here out. I think I did a previous video on that. I'm going to cut all of this out and plant other things within about 7 foot of the fence line there, all the way down. One thing I want to do a lot of is hibiscus. I'm thinking about a 200-foot row of hibiscus and maybe some vine type stuff on the fence itself. But I want to keep a good mow line, something that I can mow straight down it and not have to weed eat, not have to walk it and weed eat, so that's got to be carefully planned out. And I got to keep a certain amount of space open for me to be able to use my tractor. So I'm thinking maybe about some chevron type rows, a center open, and then the rows going at a 45-degree angle. So if this is a rectangle, which it is, okay, but just from your field of view, just imagine rows going this way and rows going that way from the middle. And that would be how I handle my annuals, in the center. This right here gotta go. That tree right there needs to stay. If I come over here, I know I need a seat on my tractor, so before anybody tells me about that, I know I need a seat on my tractor. But what brought me over here today is I had a real bad fuel leak, man. Fuel was just dropping big time. I ended up having to put 2 copper washers on that banjo boat right there on that side. It's got one on both sides, but I had to put 2. So there's some type of something missing there, But that seemed to have got it. That's huge for me. The other thing that I'm having an issue with is I think my alternator is dead. That's just a headlight wire. That's no big deal. I need new headlights. Headlights in a cage. I need a bar to keep the limbs and stuff from hitting me. I'm gonna replace all of my lights. I dropped today somehow. I dropped my bolt. It wasn't a bolt actually. It was like pins. I dropped them that allow me to raise and lower this 3-point hitch. And I had done a video before this, but the tractor was too loud, and I went to raise up the this cutter that I just bought, and it wouldn't pick up, and I was like, oh man, what's wrong now? And I also see I got a little hydraulic leak, but I think that is I don't know if that's hydraulics or not. Oh no, I had oil. Okay, it's oil spill. That's what it is. That's all right. I gotta take care of that. But anyway, I got to get some substitute pins. So okay, starting on back on what I was telling you guys about. All right, so the barn I'm going to repair for the time being, but I want to build another one either in the same spot or just behind it here where I'm standing. And if you look through there, let's see, if you look through there, you see my fence line. Now I'm gonna swing out and I'm gonna back up at the same time. And I'm hoping that this will give you some perspective on how far from that fence out this brush grows, this foliage grows. Okay, so in some places it's growing out easily 20 feet. Most of it, I'll say, is 15 foot, let's say on average, 12 to 15 foot. All that needs to come out, because all of that is going to be, you can see it again right there, all of that is going to, or needs to be perennials and medicinals that are perennials all along there. And then in the back, it's the same deal. So in the back, I have about 12 to 15 feet before you get to my property line. And I just want to make maximum use of my space. And then as far as my row annuals in the center, as far as my row annuals go, I want to ease into that. I don't want to do too much and then I can't handle it, because this is more space than I ever dealt with, you know. Oh, the bird was getting some elderberries. Sorry about that, bird. See these elderberries here? Some of them are ripe enough. Like that's ripe enough for this kind of this variety of elderberry. You have to wait for those berries to get ripe, and you'd almost have to either grow a whole lot of it or keep the birds off of it, because the birds, my experience with the elderberry is, and elderberries and grapes, by the time they're ready, the critters have gotten it, you know. And over here I have blackberry, but what's crazy about this blackberry is it just died. Like, man, it looks terrible. You wouldn't believe the size of those blackberries that was on that. Man, that's kind of upsetting. Anyway, especially everything else is more or less nice around it, but it just took a nosedive. So yeah, you go about 10 or 15 foot back, and it makes it I'm going to swing the opposite direction just out of respect for other people, even though I know I've already kind of shown their property, but we're going to keep it to a minimum, only what's absolutely necessary. So about right up in here. You know, if you take center of the shot, or about 7 foot off that building. I don't know if it's 7 or 5 or whatever, because I haven't run the line, but I got it marked back up in there. I know exactly where the spot is back up in there, and I know where it is in the front. So once I clear it all out, I'll be able to shoot the line from front to back, and then put up my my fence. I want to go with a 5 foot wire fence, and then I have some poles welded on that'll go up higher, and wire stretched across that. And then that's where I want to try to do my vining stuff, you know. We're not really supposed to be able to grow kiwi where I'm at, and passion fruit and things like that. But I have grown passion fruit. It wasn't awesome. I mean, I had passion fruit on there. They weren't awesome. They didn't taste that hot. But that doesn't mean that there's not a variety out there. This all comes down to finding the right varieties and naturalizing those varieties with the most potential to your area. And some of the best growers out there, they spend a lifetime just doing one plant, you know, naturalizing one plant. I'm not trying to get, you know, that technical with it, to be honest. You know, if we have some success with that, then great. If not, you know, I'm not going to specialize into that. I don't see myself doing it. Maybe it'll happen. I don't know. But this is what I've been working on, and this is why I'm not gardening. But I do want to, not gardening like I like to garden, but I do want to encourage folks, grow something, you know. You may not want to be a year-round gardener like I like to do. You know, I like to go from season to season planting different stuff. That may not be you, but grow something and start, you know, getting up on your learning curve where you are, and in terms of growing. Anyway, ain't gonna drag this out. Love you for free, wherever you might be. Itinually.